Welcome back to my channel. This is another comprehensive guide converting a 4-cylinder vehicle into gas. That is the steel pipe you're just seeing now, and I'll be showing you everything step by step. And what I'm about to bring out now is what we call multimeter to test for the battery and to test for the 0 and 12 volt you're going to be using. This is the ECU, and this is the main connection wire. You can see the main connection wire we are going to be using for the connection. As you can see, I'll be showing you everything step by step. This is the map sensor for sensing. This is the map sensor. You can see the switch also. That is the switch for switching to gas. Yes, and these are the connection hose. These are the connection hose we are going to be using for the connection. These are the connection hose, and this is the reducer I'm about to show you to reduce the pressure coming from the tank to the one suitable for the connection. Suitable for the connection we are about to be doing. You can see the solenoid valve attached to it. You can see the solenoid valve attached to it, and these are the bolt and nuts we're going to be using on this reducer. And I'll be showing you the bolt and nuts we're going to be. This is going to be attached to the head of the tank for the opening and closing. And these are the bolts and the tape and everything we are going to be using for the connection. Everything came with the kit, and I'm going to be showing you step by step on how this is being done. This is the injector ray, the medium whereby the gas is going to be passed through the manifold, and I'm going to be connecting the ECU. You can see in a simple step I'm connecting the ECU. Yes, it's a simple way to connect it. I will be showing you the wires now. This is the cable. This is a data cable, and that's the O2 sensor. And yeah, that's the data cable. I showed you O2 sensor just now. We don't connect it most times, the O2 sensor. And this is the gauge for the gauge. This is the wire for the gauge, pressure gauge, that's going to be attached to the reducer. You can see it very well. And that is, I'm going to be showing you one black and blue. That one is for the solenoid valve. Yes, for the solenoid valve. And this is going to be for the map sensor. That cable is for the map sensor. I'm going to say everything. This is the Apple wire for ignition. Sometimes on 4-plug we don't connect it, which does not affect the connection. Yes, it doesn't affect the connection. It doesn't affect the connection. And this is for the radiator sensor. It's going to be connected to the radiator hose. That is how that is being connected. That wire is going to be connected to the radiator hose. And this is for the battery. This is for the battery. Yes, that is for the battery. And this is for the injector rail. Yes, we're going to be using it for the injector rail. A, B, C, D. The wire is labeled, and these are the 9 wire. We have blue, black, we have red, black, we have green, black, we have yellow, black, and red and white, which is for the power. And red and white, which is for the power. I say we have blue, black. Yes, so the blue is going to be by the time we call the 0 volt. Okay, I'll be explaining that later. That is the switch you're seeing now, and I will show you everything on the car. I will not just be explaining with mouth. I will show you everything step by step. You can see we are testing for the 0 volts and the 12 volts, because we are cutting the 0 volt into 2 to connect those 9 wires. And the red and white I showed you the other time, just we are going to pick one wire for the power. You can see that one is reading 0. That is the one we are going to be cutting. And the second one is reading, it will be reading 12. You can see, I think because of the manometer is reading 11 point something, and that is the 12 volt. So we are cutting the one that just read 11 point something, but approximately it's going to reach 12. Something will be wrong with that at that particular time. Yes, so we are cutting the one reading 12. Sorry, we are cutting the one reading 0. So the 12 we are only going to peel it, and we are going to attach that red and white wire shown the other time. I don't know, maybe you see it very clearly shown the other time. You can see I'm showing you the one we are going to cut. Yes, we are going to be cutting the one with 0 volts. That's how we are going to be doing the connection. It's a very simple connection. Please, you can watch this video over and over again to get it quite alright. So let me do a simple explanation on this again. I want you to get it quite alright. The blue is the first one, while the blue black is the second one. The blue is going to the side of the socket, while the blue black is going to the second leg of the wire that you cut. We have blue black, we have red black, we have green black, we have yellow black, and we have red and white for the power. It's a very simple connection, and I will make sure and I try my best to explain very well so that you can get it quite all right. I'll be going into the connection very soon. That is the red and white for the battery I was talking about the other time. Yes, I will try my best to explain everything. This is the switch that is going to pass through inside the car. For the switch, you can see we are peeling the wires already. We cut the 0 volt into 2. That is the side of the socket I'm talking about. You can see side of the socket I'm talking about. You can see how he peeled it, and the second leg is the one that has 2 combination of colors, probably like, okay, let's say blue black. Yes, the blue black is going to be connected to the second leg. I'm going to be showing you everything step by step, so you won't have too much question, and you'll be able to do this thing all by yourself. It is a very simple connection. Now we are still doing the electrical aspect. So from the electrical aspect, we'll go to the mechanical. Please help me to like, subscribe, and share to your friend for education purpose. We are still in the process of cutting the wires. You can see, that has 3 nozzles because it's a 4-cylinder vehicle. So that nozzle is going to be 4. The nozzle is going to be 4. We are going to cut the one with 0 volts. And we are going to only use one of those plug of those nozzle, which is one for the connection of the 12 volts. So now we are checking where to put our reducer, because we must be able to do a very neat job. We are looking. That is the first thing you are going to do by the time you are doing inspection. You check where your kits are going to. You are going to mount them so that you are going to be able to have a very clean job. So that is where we are putting our reducer. So you can see where we'll locate it. That is where we are putting our reducer. You can see how we attach that iron to the reducer, and we connected our gauge on it. You can see how we connect that gauge on it. You can see that's what we are retightening. The gauge, we connect it to the reducer. That is how everything is going to be done. Yes, that is how everything is going to be done. So I'm peeling the wire for the gauge now. To connect it. For the gauge to connect, you can see what we are doing. We are connecting that wire. You will see the wire is color coded. Everything is going to be clear and concise. You can see that yellow, green wire is for the gauge, when the one of blue and black is for the solenoid valve. You will see how everything is going to be done. You can see we are peeling that red wire. The blue is connected already, so the red is going to go to the side of the socket, which is in. We call it in. Then the second leg is out, which is the side of the ECU. You can see the connection now. They are connecting the one with the side of the ECU, which is red black. The wire is red black. That is the second leg. The wire is red black. And then the wire with the side of the socket, it is the pure red. Please watch this video and get everything clearly. I'm trying to explain as much as I can so that you can get this. You can see the side of the socket is connecting the pure red to the side of the socket. This is a very crucial connection here, and I wouldn't want you to miss it for anything. I want you to understand very well. That is the purpose of this video. For anyone that wants to know this, you can start converting cars for people by the time you know this very well. So now we are peeling the green wire. The pure green is going to go to the side of the socket, while the second leg is going to be, we are going to be connecting the green black. You can see the first blue to the side of the socket. You can see the blue black to the second leg of it, and you can see the white and red, which is for the battery. You can see for the red, because that is the pure red on the side of the socket, and the second leg red black. So we are going to be connecting the green also. You can see the green to the green black to the second leg. While that where I'm touching, that is the pure green. Please help me to subscribe to my channel. I really need this. Help me to subscribe to my channel so that you can be posting video each time, every time, so that you can get this quite alright. Yeah, so that you can get everything clearly. Different cars is going to be posted. In case you're having any challenges with any cars, you can just come straight to this channel and be educative. You understand? We are going to educate you on everything you needed to know. So now I'm connecting the last one, which is yellow. You can see it is the yellow wire. So the second leg is going to be yellow black. The side of the socket is pure yellow, and the second leg is going to be yellow black. This is the connection for the 4 wires. I hope you can see them all. The connection for the 4 wires, you can see. So now we move to the mechanical aspect. This is the laying of the pipe from the front to the trunk. We are going to lay the pipe under the car, and the work must be very neat, because we want a situation whereby the car will be dangling around under the car. You can see how we are laying the pipe. Everything must be firm. You are going to clip it and make everything look neat. Then it's going to pass through under, right to the trunk inside the car. Right to the trunk inside the car. You can see what we did here. You can see, because that is where we are going to put our tank. So we are going to be connecting this pressure pipe to the tank. You understand? For gas flow from the tank to the reducer, then to all other kits for the flow chart. You can see how we package this thing inside the cover very well, so that it will not be touching anything like ground, so that it will not be dangling around. We even cable it. You can see this is a very neat job that you must do when you are converting. Don't just convert, you do a neat job. Then it passes through that plastic hole. You can see how you can see the solenoid wire I was talking about the other time, the blue black. You can see it. You can see how we did the connection. So now that is the map sensor. That is map sensor. We connect the cable already. You can see. Then we are taping it for the work to look neat. For the work to look very neat, because that is our goal. Not just converting, but we want a neat and factory finish. Then we are cutting the holes. Since we already measure and we know where our filling valve is going to be located, then we are cutting the hose. Then after the hose, we are going to be locking. After cutting the hose, we will be locking our ferrule and nut on it. You can see we are filing the mount so that the bolt can enter and we can put the ferrule. Putting the ferrule, then we are going to lock the ferrule. Then we are now going to lock everything under, because that filling valve has 2 outlets. It has 2 outlets. Now we are locking it. You can see after the locking, the ferrule could have stayed on the head of that steel pipe to prevent leakages. Watch this video over and over again, then you will get to watch I'm doing here clearly. You will get what we are doing here clearly. You can see. So we are putting the tape. We are putting tape to prevent leakages, because we don't want a situation whereby we'll finish the conversion and we'll be seeing leakages. You can see now that is the filling valve. That is the filling valve. Now we are locking the filling valve. Now we are booting it up. You can see. We are locking the filling valve, and that is all. Can you see the connection from the filling valve also to the reducer? You can see what I'm tracing. You can see, yes, that is the connection from the filling valve to the reducer. Then this is the tank. We are locking the head already, the valve on the head, whereby we are going to connect our hose at the back of the tank. You will see we are taking the tank to the back now. You can see how we made a kind of a clamp whereby we are going to be caging our tank, because we don't want it to be moving around while the car is moving. Everything is caged, and we are going to be doing a very neat job here. You will see we are going to put the tank inside to check what we are doing. Probably we are getting it very well. You can see what we are trying to do here. You can see that is a very neat job. I think this deserves a comment, a like, and a share, and at least you can just subscribe. You can see the belt strap. You can see the rubber strap. We are putting, because we don't want the connection with the tank. So that's why we put the rubber first before we bolt everything. then we connect it to the valve. You can see everything, we bolt it. After we connect this, like I showed you the other time for the filling valve, we connect the ferrule and nut. You can see a very clean job was done here. A very clean job, a very clean job, a very clean job. Now we are connecting our, we just drill the manifold, the medium whereby the gas is going to pass through the engine, and we are connecting the jet. That is called jet. That is called jet for the connection of our hose. For the connection of our hose, we actually use soldering iron to drill this manifold, because that manifold is a plastic one. You can actually use a drill bit. You can also use soldering iron. Then after you thread it. Then after threading, you are going to bolt it very well, and make sure you are very careful when you are doing this, because it can break. So you have to be very careful when you are doing this. You have to be very, very careful when you are doing this. You can see how we are very careful doing this. We are going to be drilling four jets is going to be used. That is the fourth one for the manifold, and the fifth one is going to be for vacuum. That's what I'm going to be showing you now. The vacuum is the next one I will be showing you now. The vacuum is going to be coming from the reducer, then to this, that's the fourth one yet, to this fifth one I'm going to be touching. You can see that is where we drill our vacuum. You can always locate your vacuum and drill it. Then a hose is going to be connected from the reducer straight to this vacuum. You know, it needs air. Gas need air like petrol also to mix before going into the engine. You can see that is this thing we use. Then we are fully in the mechanical aspect now. You can see we are connecting the hose. The big one is the one that carries the CNG gas, while the small one is the one that carries the vacuum, like I was saying. That is the sensor. They must pass through the sensor before they get to their destination. You can understand. You can see that big hose is the one that carries the gas to the injector rail. So the smaller one on top is the one with the vacuum. You can see where you want to connect. Please subscribe to watch more. Please. So you can see the big hose. You can see where I'm connecting it from there, from the reducer to the side of the injector rail. You can see how I'm connecting it. Now we want to start our connection from the manifold to the injector rail. Yes, we are connecting the injector rail to the manifold. That is the medium whereby the gas is going to pass through the manifold, and from the manifold straight to the engine. You can see how we are doing everything, and we are also clipping it. If you noticed, you are also clipping it. And how you are going to know this one, by the time we want to connect our ABC wire for that injector, we know we started counting from the side of the belt. You will see the engine belt is from the left side for this car. That's why we started connection. We started connecting our hose. You can see the first one, the second, the third, the fourth. Then these are the wires I'm going to be bringing out now. You can see, and it is labeled ABC, because this is one that will sense when the gas enter that place for that valve to open, so that it can enter. It can release gas into the manifold. These are the wire that will make it sense it and open the valve on top, that jet on top of that injector rail that will connect it to the manifold. You can see we just connected the A, so we are going to be connecting it A, B, C, D. It is labeled. We are checking the A, B, C, D. You can see. Yes, very simple connection. You can see that is the last one we are connecting now. That is the last one we are connecting. Then you package everything well so that it will look neat. It will look very neat, and everything is going to be okay. So you can see how we pass this one. You can see that is okay. That is for the vacuum I mentioned the other time. The vacuum that we drew. The vacuum that we drew. You can see that is for the vacuum. Then you tape everything very well so that your work is going to be very neat, so that people will even hardly see that you do any connection. You must be able to do a very neat job. You can see how we are taping everything so that to be able to be neat and fine. So that is the ECU I connected initially from the beginning. So we are going to hide it somewhere around there. So you can see how we did everything perfectly and we cover the engine back. This is a very good job. And please, if this has been educative, you can please help me to subscribe. You can see the radiator wire I told you are going to be connecting. That's the sensor wire. We connected it to the radiator and we passed the switch from that bonnet down to inside the car. You can see where we passed the switch. So we are going to be connecting the switch now. That is what we are going to be doing now. We'll connect to the switch. After punching this round, we must be able to do something that will be neat. It's going to be factory finish. So we connect the switch because that is where you're going to be checking the level of your gas and also switch from petrol to gas and from gas to petrol. You can see what we are going to be doing now. You can see how we connected the switch and everything is looking neat back as if you have not done anything on the car at all. Can you see? Please like, comment and share. Please like, comment and share. Thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate you. Please, if you have any comments, you can drop it in the comment section. We already returned the battery back. You can see we connect another thing to the battery, which is the switch, the fuse. So thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Thank you.